Good afternoon, my fellow students. I'm here again to take the second calculation in the year 2024 JAMB question. If you check your past question, you find out that in 2024 JAMB, we only have two calculations, which the answer to the first calculation question was in the first video, and this is the second calculation question in the year 2024 JAMB question. Now let's look at the question together. We were asked to determine the pOH of a solution of H2SO4 whose concentration is 0.001 molarity. We have to calculate the pOH, but we are given the concentration of H2SO4. We all know that H2SO4 is an acid, and we all know that acid are substances which, when dissolved in water, produce hydrogen ion as the only positive ion, which means this H2SO4 can only have pH. It cannot have pOH. It means that to understand this question very well, we can only calculate for pH of H2SO4. Once we get the pH of H2SO4, we use the pH of H2SO4 to get the pOH of what? Of H2SO4 using a single formula. But before we go, don't forget that we have to dissolve this H2SO4 in water. If we dissolve H2SO4 in water, you are having 2 mole of hydrogen ion that is present in H2SO4. So the 2 mole of hydrogen ion that is present in H2SO4 signifies that we have 2 mole of this concentration. So let's go to the board and fish out the solution to that particular question. Now, we are told that this H2SO4 has a concentration of 0.01 molarity. Now, if we dissolve this H2SO4 in aqueous solution like water, we find out that we have 2 mole of hydrogen ions in aqueous plus what? SO4 2 minus. Now, from this dissociation, we have 2 mole of hydrogen ion, 2 mole of hydrogen ion, and we have XO4 and we have XO4. This shows that from this H2SO4, we have 2 mole of what? Hydrogen ion present, and we are given the molarity of 1 hydrogen ion. So that for the 2 mole of hydrogen ion present, it's going to be equivalent to 2 times is 0.001. So we are having 0.002 molarity. And this is the concentration of hydrogen ion that is present in what? In H2SO4. Now the question asks us to calculate for the pOH that is present in H2SO4. Since H2SO4 is an acid, we can only calculate for what? pH. Now, according to Sorensen, what is pH? pH is the negative logarithms to base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration. So we are using this particular formula to calculate for the pH of H2SO4. So we have negative logarithms to base 10 of 0.002 molarity. Now, for easy calculation, let's turn this 0.02 into a standard form. We have 1, 2, 3. So which is the same thing as negative logarithms to base 10 of 2 times 10 raised to the power of minus 3. This is the standard form of this particular value. Now let's do our mathematics like someone in SS1 class. So let's continue from this place. Now negative logarithm to base 10 times 2. We have minus log to base 10 2. Now this multiplication sign we turn to addition, then open bracket, minus log to base 10 times 10 to the power of minus 3. We have minus log to base 10 times 10 to the power of minus 3. So from this place, log 2 is giving us something minus 0 point. Let's confirm log 2. Let me confirm using my phone so that we can get accurate answer for that. So let me confirm using my phone so we can get accurate answer for that. Logarithms of 2, log 2, I'm coming please. Log 2 is giving us minus 0.3 minus 0.3 plus open bracket. Log 10 cancel 10, you have minus 3. So we have minus 0.3 plus minus times minus comes to plus 3. So our answer in this place gives us 2.7. 2.7 is the pH of that acid is equal to 2.7. The pH of the acid is equal to 2.7. But the question does not ask us to calculate for pH. The question asks us to calculate for pOH. Just that, for us to get our pOH, we need to calculate for pH for H2SO4 first. So therefore, we can then say pH plus pOH is equals to what? 14. To make our pOH the solid of the formula, our pOH is going to be equal to 14 minus our what? pH. So our pOH is equal to 14 minus 2 point what? 14 minus 2.7. 14 minus 2.7. Our pOH is giving us 14 minus 2.7. 14 minus 2.7 is giving us 11. 11.3. So the pOH of H2SO4 is 11.3. So let me look at in 1 minute. The question asks us to determine the pH of the solution of H2SO4. H2SO4 is an acid. It can only have pH because we identify acid by the presence of what? Hydrogen. So you have to dissociate that H2SO4. You find out that 2 hydrogen is present in that H2SO4. You are multiplying that hydrogen with what? With this concentration. Once multiply everything with this concentration, you have 0.02. Then look for the pH using the 0.02. You get your pH to be 2.7. Then when you get your pH, you are looking for pH. Since pH plus pH is equal to 14, make pH the solution to the formula. 14 minus pH, you have your pH to be 11.3. Thank you for listening to the class. If you like to subscribe to the channel, or you can contact me on WhatsApp to learn more on this. Thank you. Till we meet.